Good morning, I'm Shannon McGuire. I am one of the coaches here at PUSH511, and I am one of the personal trainers here at PUSH511.
My name is Coach Andy. I am also one of the personal trainers and coaches here at PUSH511.
And today we wanted to talk and kind of highlight some of the differences between what you would consider a group class fitness regimen versus our one-on-one personal training.
With personal training, not only do we create your own workout for your goals and specific needs, we also will work with the times that you can be able to come in. Whether you want to be better at a certain sport, whether you just want to get stronger, you want to get faster, whatever goals you got, we'll create the workouts towards your needs and your specific goals that you're looking to achieve.
Right, just like Andy said, it's much more personalized, so that one-on-one structure of a session is very different than what we would do in a group class, where we get to create a program based around what we've expressed and discussed together as goals. We make them realistic, and then we come up with actual goals. We actually have a board that's filled with goals, whether that's to get stronger with a lift, whether that's to get better at our sport outside of the gym, or maybe we just want to be able to bring our blood pressure down because some of our biomarkers are getting a little bit out of control, and we realize that we've kind of lost a little bit of control and we want to take ownership of our health. So it really does depend, and every session is going to be different. So no two sessions are the same when we're working with clients because everybody has different goals and we're all very different, whereas if we were to come into class, we kind of get what is programmed for the general group.
Pretty much the entire day.
Right.
Yes.
So what could be some specific things that you would do with a personal training client in one of your sessions?
With our sessions, we always have a warm-up. We always have a cool-down. In between, basically, that's when we're going to start to work on your goals. Whether it's you want to lift something heavy, you want to get a little bit faster on a bike, you want to get a little bit of core action. Work more on like getting your load back to feel better. These are some of the just examples of things we'll target during the time between the warm-up and the cool-down during the time that you're here.
And it really just depends, again, on the person. There's some people who we might gear higher intensity and they have a specific focus where they want to get faster. Maybe they want to be really good at sprints for something outside of the gym. Say if they're like a football player, or maybe they are an advanced cyclist. And then there's people who might be coming to us who have just had a baby and they're trying to find a way to get back into the gym and figure out their bodies again. So it really does depend. Some people are going to be at higher intensity. Some people are going to be that lower intensity. There's going to be some people in the middle. And there's going to be some people who just want to focus on safe strength. People who just want to get stronger. So it really just does depend, and those sessions are tailored towards those needs.
And even then, like when someone first starts, if they're not there yet, we're going to meet you at where you're at. And then from there, we'll be building intensity, strength, load, distance, things like that the more you come in. So we're constantly challenging you while you're also here. So you're not getting boring workouts, but always trying new things as well.
And I think one of the big benefits to one-on-one sessions is that some people are very intimidated by group classes to begin with. And that one-on-one kind of takes that pressure off of that person to know exactly what they're doing going into class. Yes, we provide coaching in class settings, but it is a one-on-one, very detailed, very attentive environment when you're in that one-on-one session. So you're not competing with other people for that coach's time. It's just you and that coach, which allows us to work specifically with you. And as a result, usually movements are better. We can do things and make progress a little bit quicker because we're working specifically on what those needs and those goals are.
We're constantly keeping you accountable about it as well.
Give a little bit, I think you mentioned a bit of like the type of clients, but specifically, I know you both work with people that have sports outside of here. What sort of things that specifically make do to help that person that is an athlete that's looking for a strength and conditioning program to make them better at their sport?
For myself, one of the things that I've looked to incorporate a lot more of, and it's stuff that we don't do very much in our life, I guess I would say our life outside the gym, would be those explosive movements. So anybody who is in a sport at some point is going to need to utilize power, is going to need to utilize balance, coordination, some of those 10 components of fitness. And plyometrics are a really great way to do that. Things like moving laterally, we don't do a lot of that in the gym. Especially in our group classes. A lot of what we do is forward and backward or up and down. We're not moving side to side a lot. So if we are sport specific and we have something going on outside of the gym, we like to work on those things that maybe aren't programmed in our regular classes. So we're going to do those lateral movements. We're going to do like those rotational core movements as well.
Yeah, so specific movements that you will eventually see in your field of sport, so that again that can implement into your play style and your technique and movements that will be needed for your specific sport. With personal training, again, we kind of meet you where you're at. So if someone's getting if they're injured, if they have disability, if they have something they're kind of focusing more on, we'll start small, and the more they come in, we'll start to challenge them more and more. Again, increasing intensity, increasing power, movements they've probably never done before to get better at that specific goal or situation that they've come up with as well.
I'd say, in addition to what Andy just said, it has a lot to do with the relationship and the communication between you and the client. So being very forthcoming about where their goals are, being realistic with them, and then really getting a feel for not just where they are physically, but also mentally, and creating that relationship with exercise, especially say it's someone who's very deconditioned. We don't want to bring them in and then put them in the ground and really have them almost deterred from coming back in because, oh man, that was so hard. We want to create a good relationship with exercise. We don't want to overdo it. We definitely don't want to injure our athletes. So there are those things to take into account when working with clients one-on-one. But yeah, absolutely, definitely working with someone who might have an adaptation, like a lower leg extremity, or maybe we have a seated athlete. We need to take into account that athlete is different from the other one that's coming in later. And making sure that we're addressing the mindset component of that one-on-one. And that comes with a relationship, our personal relationship with our clients, and speaking with them and kind of like building up that mindset and, again, that relationship with exercise.
All right. Well, that's a lot of good information. To wrap it up, why would somebody want to come in to PUSH and work with either of you two for personal training?
One, because it's fun. That's one of the biggest things, is that while we're here, we don't want to just think about working out and then that's it. We also want to make it fun for you, and just fun for even before and after the workout. Like, we like to know about things outside of your life as well. So even if like you're having a pretty like shitty day, you'll come in here and you just feel a lot better knowing that you got some positive attitude to kind of decompress a little bit, not only with the workout but also with your trainer as well. And another thing is we also have dogs here, so that might be a little therapy for people here as well. So again, you have that great community, that positive mindset, and not only will you get a physical exercise, but also mental as well.
Aside from the results that you'll definitely see is the fact that it's not just a fitness experience, it's an interpersonal experience. And that's something that we lack so much of outside of the gym. This is supposed to be the best hour of your day, and we want to make it that best hour of your day. So we get to put our phones down and we get to just work with each other. So having an experience with one of us is very different from going to, say, like a Planet Fitness or like a Gold's Gym, or we're working with a trainer, but we might just be another number. And here, and the draw of CrossFit in general, is that we get to build these connections, and human connection is essential. So being able to do that, having that personal relationship, I see most of my clients as my friends as well, people that I can confide in and vice versa. So it's not just a fitness experience, again, it's an interpersonal experience. And when you build relationships with people, they want to stay and they want to be a part of it.